right away, ayy. Without no test, there's no testimony, ayy. Okay, no guts, you don't get the glory, ayy. You see the outside, really know my story, ayy. It gets deeper once you get to know my story, ayy. Straight from the south side, 2 6 just birthed me, ayy. And now I'm worldwide, everyone adore me, show me love.
Yeah.
A case for the underdogs is here. CJ Westra, Devin Wright, my boy, thinking that he's hot crap right now because his San Francisco Giants won 12-0 today against my boy Tatis and the Padres. Hate to admit that, but you know, we're not liars here on this podcast. Like we said, we're unedited, we're raw, we're real, and we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Nitty gritty. Something that's been on the minds of a lot of Americans, especially in the sports world. Brittany Griner, detained in Russia, pleads guilty to possession of some type of marijuana product, could face up to 10 years in a Russian prison, and finally admits to doing it, but not doing it purposefully.
She didn't inhale.
Oh, yeah. It didn't go into her lungs and then come out.
What?
Just like the guy in TikTok. So I had a TikTok that I did while I was down in Bama, and we'll talk about Bama in a little bit. But while I was down in Bama, I made a TikTok, and I was smoking a cigar, and I started rolling my eyes, and it was like, when people tell me Bama's not going to win the national championship, and the song in the background was like, Cap.
But since we already there and we know what she did, do you guys honestly feel like if she was a star male athlete, would she be home already?
No.
It's
this
tough,
is my
bro.
thing. I am tired, and I'm just going to get real.
Let's get real.
I don't care who you are. I am tired of Americans going into other countries and then thinking they can disrespectfully disrespect their laws, their rules, and their cultures. We're in America for a reason because that's where we were born or that's where we were brought to. We follow our rules. When you're visiting another country, you follow their rules. It's just like I wouldn't go to your house and just start smoking weed in your house.
Right, mentality
Like
these
that
days.
just doesn't happen. Like,
Overall, kids these days are entitled. Now, I'm not saying that
Britney's entitled.
Right.
But at the same time,
as a whole, our culture is, and so
Yes.
our culture
Yeah.
says, how many of you watching the show right now have aunties and cousins incarcerated, and you have T-shirts saying "Free Pookie"?
yeah.
Now, Pookie, though, did some bad stuff, guys.
And Ray Ray.
You can't just free Pookie. He did bad stuff. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
Like, just because he's your cousin twice removed from the mailman doesn't mean that he needs to come out of jail. Now, I'm not saying Brittany Griner is exactly that situation. But what I'm saying is she did break a rule, and she shouldn't be there that long, though. And then the thing is, she wrote that letter to Biden.
And he finally got it.
And well, and who knows if he read it, because you ever heard him read a speech?
I ain't never heard it.
He can't ride a bike. He can't ride a bike.
He
let
can't
alone
ride a bike.
Read
He
a
can't.
book.
And I'm not
Can't
pro.
walk and chew bubble gum.
And here's the thing: I'm not pro or against Biden.
We're just stating facts
but
right
we're stating
now.
facts that he was like George Bush. He cannot read a speech.
Yeah.
Can we say that? Like he fumbles.
What
bro.
is that J. Cole song? No Romance. Where he's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again.
Yeah, dude, that is Biden. Like
That was one of the coldest like snippets in the song.
Oh yeah, but that
Yeah.
I love that.
So people are saying.
First things first. Rest in peace, to Uncle Phil.
People
Yeah,
are
rest in
saying
peace.
if it was LeBron, he'd be back right away. Is what the big argument
I
is.
disagree. I think maybe it might be a bigger thing, but the thing is he'd have support of more people because more people love him just because of he's branded himself differently. Now, that goes back to the WNBA.
The other thing is
and-
LeBron wouldn't do that.
But that's the thing. He wouldn't bring
or you
weed
wouldn't
with
know-
him.
you wouldn't know
he's
about
not. He's
LeBron
not
doing
LaMelo
that.
Ball. Well, okay, great instance of what I'm talking about. LaMelo Ball had carload
at
of
UCLA.
weed.
At UCLA.
No, well but he had it at the Charlottes in the playoffs. Remember? He was blazing up on Instagram Live, then had a carload of it in his car and got caught with it. And what did the dude do? He got suspended.
But
He
what I'm
got
talking
fined.
about was when him and his homies from UCLA got in trouble.
Oh, you're talking about LiAngelo.
When they were stealing out of the country.
Yeah.
They were in China.
That was his brother.
That was his brother. That was
the middle. That was the middle one.
Yeah.
But still, it's a perfect team. And they had to sit there for days. I watched the Ball Family. I used to follow that. They had to sit there for days and days and months.
Yeah, because you acted a fool in another
hotel
country.
That was set up like a prison. They said,
you cannot just do that.
You can't. You can't just do that. So my thing with Brittany Griner, I hope she gets out. I firmly believe nobody should be imprisoned for
Especially
what
in
she had.
country.
Right.
But at the same time, it's a different country. You're a public figure, and now you're bigger than you are in America because
she was just American doing some American shit in another country. That's all she was.
But you got to respect the rules. That's all I.
But
if you're
let's
willing
get her
to
home,
go overseas, no, let's get her home. I'm not disagreeing, but people are arguing like she should have never been arrested.
No, that is dumb.
I don't
Yeah,
agree
the
with it.
only people saying that are the ones that bought the T-shirt "Free Pookie."
Yeah.
And no, that doesn't make any sense.
So speaking of arrested and theft, Baker Mayfield is going to get paid some $500,000 to beat his team week 1. So the Browns literally are paying Baker Mayfield
$10 million.
Oh, is that what they paid him out?
I thought they're
okay. So maybe what I saw was like the game by game pay.
Oh,
like it was like 500,000 or something to beat.
And there are
the Browns are paying him that to beat them week 1.
There are different bonuses based on how much Baker ends up playing. Now, here's the thing. I was listening to some talk shows this week. That's the browniest thing that you could do is what they've decided to do at the quarterback position, because now the only guy really that may end up playing
is Jacoby Brissett.
Exactly.
He'll get him to the playoffs.
Bad, but he's not
bad.
to build
He's
a
not
team
the
around.
guy, yeah.
He's not Deshaun Watson.
But
now they still might make the playoffs, but I guarantee they're going to have to make a move on somebody.
Here's the thing that will be interesting to see, because what I'm hearing is that he was brought in to be a starter.
Yeah.
But think of if you're Sam Darnold, like, okay, you get brought in to be the guy.
Battle, man.
He played well, then the 80% of the offense got hurt.
Yes.
And
Facts.
80% of the offense is one human.
Yes.
And he got hurt. So now you can't pin all that bad stuff on Darnold necessarily.
No, yeah.
And now you're like, well, we're bringing in another guy. Yeah. Like, oh, dang,
But the thing
dude.
is, I think he's just a white version of Cam Newton.
Sam Darnold is?
No, Baker.
Oh.
In the aspects of like, did really well.
Isn't that funny that I didn't know who you were talking about? I didn't know if you meant Sam Darnold.
I don't know. I don't think. Nah, I won't say a white
Baker's
version.
better? Do you think Baker's better than Cam Newton?
Hell,
I think they're equally. They are very, very, very talented. They're very talented, but they just made so much mistakes that they might get
Baker Mayfield ain't winning on MVP or leading the team to a Super Bowl
ever.
Cam did that.
You want to bet on it?
He's not winning no MVP.
You
or
wanna
leading.
bet that?
Let's bet on that.
Let's
bet 100 push-ups.
Boy, okay, so I got time
I'm
to
not
build
doing no
up.
100.
Hey, I do. I got time
Adam,
to
what you
build up my
think, bro?
standpoint.
You Baker's winning the MVP and leading the team
Devin's
to a
trying to
Super
call
Bowl?
me fat over here.
No, I just didn't want to bet no bread. I just said push-ups. We
You're saying-
both agreed on fitness.
And
That's our personal goals,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, so we getting the fitness in.
But
then.
you saying, say it one more time.
MVP or
Baker
Super Bowl?
Mayfield would not lead his team to a Super Bowl or win an MVP.
He said lead, so that means he doesn't have to win it. They just have to get there.
Lead, like the quarterback is typically the leader of the team.
They just have to
be
get
the
there,
starting
though.
quarterback.
Starting quarterback.
So what he was trying to tell me was, if Baker Mayfield leads his team
now
to
that means
No.
he's the starting
Let's be
quarterback.
clear. If he leads his team to a Super Bowl, that means he would have to be the MVP and the starting quarterback. That's what I meant, and I don't see those two things happening.
now you're making it. I thought it was MVP, like league MVP.
Yeah, like league MVP.
Like
Cam Newton
was
like
Cam.
Cam, he was league MVP.
or a Super Bowl.
No, it's both.
Then I'm not taking that bet.
But that's
It's
what
rarely going to happen in general. The two.
But that's what Cam Newton did, and you saying that he's a white version
So
of Cam Newton.
I'm more saying where Newton is now.
Where
Where's
Newton
Cam
is
Newton
now,
Where's
but
Cam
Newton
Newton?
is
washed up.
But listen.
But Newton is washed up now.
Let me explain what I'm trying to say. Where's Cam Newton right now?
Doing what we doing, podcasting.
Exactly. So Baker Mayfield
Needs to be
and
podcasting.
He's at home
then.
in his pajamas.
This
So
is his last stop before his career's over. That's what I'm trying to say.
Also, his
They're
career
not the
is-
same player. They're the same type of
Bro.
Well, then his career was way shorter than Cam Newton because Baker only like in year 2 or 3.
No. Baker's in like year 5, dude.
Hell no.
I swear. Like, okay, the great
He
Google.
like year 3.
The great Google will help us.
He had 2 years. This will be his 3rd year. He going into at least year 3 or 4. He's still on his rookie contract, bro.
2018. So we're going into 2023.
So he going into
that's
year
5.
4. No.
18 plus 23. That's 5. He got drafted in the year 2018.
This the 22-23 season.
Right.
But he got drafted in the 17-18 season.
He was in the 2017 draft.
No, he got drafted in the 2017-18 season.
That means 2017 draft.
Yes. No, it was the 2018 draft.
Then that means he's only been in the league 4 years. Then.
Look at this real quick. We're gonna do math. We're gonna do
sucks.
math.
Your math sucks.
We're gonna do math.
The 2017 draft
Let me
means
do
the
it.
2017-2018 season because the draft and the year that the
No,
NFL
he
starts
was
is the
draft-
same. April is the draft, bro, and then later that year is the season. So come on now. You get drafted in April and you start playing
It
football
says
in September.
2018 NFL draft. So his first time with
So
the
he
Browns
wasn't drafted in
was
2017.
July 24, 2018.
He has gone into his 5th year.
Each
He has
year-
played 4 years in the NFL. 2018, 19, 20, and 21.
and each year has been trash.
Okay, 4 or 5 years. What's the difference?
Well, yeah, fine.
He'll have 2, 3 years.
This will be his 5th year.
Okay, how long did Cam play?
When he got the MVP?
No, how long did he play?
What do you mean? How long did he play? What are you asking?
From when he got drafted to what he's doing now, how long was he in the
Oh, okay. So Cam Newton was
My cousin Chris said this is his 5th year.
he was drafted in 2011. Cam Newton was drafted in 2011 on
Okay.
April 28th. That was
So
drafted.
10, 12 years.
But he was drafted in 2011. And they went to the Super
Okay,
Bowl in 2015, 16.
Yeah, so Baker's right at that point.
And he's definitely not going to the Super
Right,
Bowl
and-
winning
Okay,
the
and
MVP
exactly.
this year.
we're never going to win on this argument because
Well, right, you lost.
No, I
you
didn't
said-
lose because
yes, you did.
because this is my thing. Baker still has time to beat Cam Newton. That's my whole argument.
He has
because
time.
He has half his career to still do what Cam Newton did.
No, not half his career because Cam Newton did it
I
in
get
year
it.
5.
So I get that. But he said in general, MVP or Super Bowl.
And you honestly are
In
going to be on
2015, Cam Newton was the MVP in his 4th year in
Okay.
the league.
right. And
All right.
and Baker,
But,
you think
but
Baker
the team,
has
okay,
a chance to
but
be
no,
MVP?
let's go into it now. We're into it. The team he had,
And the team Baker had is probably better than Carolina team offensively.
not what the Carolina team he has now.
Baker's team last year is probably better than that 2015 offensive. Oh, yes.
They went 15-1. Are you
Kareem-
kidding me? They went 15-1.
They did, though, but Baker got some dogs over there. Kareem Hunt and Chubb just start off running
And
back
Odell
wise.
Beckham.
I know, but
Odell, Jarvis
Odell
Landry,
didn't play
Jarvis
last year.
Landry,
Njoku.
Odell didn't play last year.
Njoku, the tight end. Like, that's a squad. And on defense, them dudes get after the quarterback.
But those guys won like 7 games.
He had Joe Hayden at one point.
They went to the AFC Championship last year. The Browns, didn't they? Or the year before?
Not the AFC Championship game. They didn't. But they did go to the playoffs, and they did beat the
went
Steelers.
deep. Yeah.
Okay. Delusional.
So what I'm saying is Baker is
I don't
nowhere
give a shit
near.
about either of them, really, to be honest with you. I just was trying to take a bet.
No,
and
you're
I
right.
had to stick with my
Here's what
argument.
we're trying to point out: the fact that he was just wrong. We're just trying to point that out,
Okay.
Because we don't care either.
So, in the other news, Russell
both
Westbrook,
trash.
Russell Westbrook,
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson also plays his team week 1. Will there be bad blood between the two of these? Russell plays Seahawks, and he is now the quarterback of the Denver Broncos. For those
They're
that
about to beat the shit out the
Will they
Seahawks.
boo? Will they boo?
will they boo? Yeah. Well,
Not-
I think it's in Carolina.
Oh.
But
No. You're not Carolina. We're talking now
Seattle?
the Broncos and the
Oh.
Sea Chickens.
Are they?
So that's
are
not
they
gonna
in?
be.
Are they? Are
So
they
I
in the
will tell
12-man
you,
Legion of Boom?
which, by the way, that Cleveland game against Carolina, it's at Carolina.
That's
by
what
the
I was
way,
saying. That's
by the
what
way.
I was saying.
But we're not talking about that. We are talking about it is in Seattle. and it is Monday Night Football.
Ooh.
So what I am telling you is at 8 p.m. when that game gets rolling, will they be booing?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
don't
where are we
know,
going to
bro.
be at on that game? We need to be
I don't
watching
know
that
if
live.
they'll be booing, man. I'm just
Who
saying.
recently traded teams and they came back and they gave him a standing O? Was it LeBron when he came back to Cleveland? I thought there was a lot of mix, but I thought there was, because it was the year after he won the championship. No, it was the year after that, because then they lost to Golden State in the finals. That year, LeBron had nobody before he went to LA. So, yeah, I think they'll be booing. I'm going to bet on that on DraftKings.
That'd be a good bet.
Win total. Okay, so we'll do this. Win total over under. Who hits 7 wins first, Baker or Russell this year?
Russell, hands down.
Russell?
Hands down.
Russell?
But here's the thing.
I like Baker. He's got Christian McCaffrey.
Here's the only thing. Russell Wilson has
That's
to deal with
about
the
3
AFC
games.
West. Russell
And
Wilson
the
has to
AFC
deal.
West
Bro,
is deadly.
And that's why.
that's
deadly.
murderer's row.
But Carolina
It's
has to
murderer's
deal
row.
with Tom Brady. The Saints are down this year. And who's the 4th team in that conference?
Atlanta.
Oh,
No,
Atlanta.
it's-
Yeah.
it's Tampa
yeah,
Bay, bro.
Dude,
Tampa
I'm taking
Bay is-
Baker in general. Because
I don't know, man. I think
the Falcons and the Saints, you just have to worry
Jameis
about
Winston
Tampa.
not bad now.
But you understand-
Kamara is out for about 6-7 games.
Don't get me started about
Baker-
Jameis. Don't
Man.
and I'm a Jameis Winston fan. Don't get me started about Jameis.
Baker may not even be the starting quarterback,
He
bro.
probably won't.
He may not be.
He's gonna start over Sam Darnold. Or
Man,
he's
honestly,
not-
I always thought Baker was overhyped. Honestly, he had that good game against Ohio State, and
No,
I
this is-
loved what he did against
Here.
Ohio State by planting the flag in the middle of the O. That was phenomenal.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Baker because
And I
I
love
saw a
what Bosa
video
did when
and
he
it hit
sacked
me.
him.
This is what happened with Baker.
What happened?
He got to a team that he gave everything to. Everything. The man was the life of the city of Cleveland. He was the heartbeat.
Making commercials.
Doing everything, putting Cleveland back on the map because LeBron left. And here's where it happened. Cleveland sucked the life out of Baker Mayfield. Yes.
Sucked the life.
He brought them to, they beat the Steelers back-to-back division rivals, beat them 1 to make the playoffs, and then 2 beat them the first round of the playoffs.
Damn.
He unlocked the coolers.
You got a case there, brother.
The Browns were so bad they had coolers
Playoffs?
of Budweiser around the city that Budweiser said, when you win your first game, you're so bad that when you win your first game, we will unlock this free beer. And you know who won them the game? Baker Mayfield rolled out, had nobody open, and did a QB bootleg in the end zone, threw it. People in Cleveland were unlocking the beers as that was happening. Baker did everything he could for the city of Cleveland, and he got nothing in return. It just shows in life, sometimes no matter what you love or who you love, you sometimes still get nothing in the end.
Yeah, like look at this.
Damn if
Look
you do,
at-
damn if you don't.
Yes.
Brand new Cleveland Browns fan, CJ Westra, and look what he gets for it. Nothing.
I'm not
Look
a
at
Browns
it.
fan.
So look-
I'm a Baker fan. I'm a Baker
And look,
fan.
what do you get for it? You get laughed at.
I get that. But I
But
just
what did it get him?
Yeah,
Dev, he got
yeah.
nothing.
Baker Mayfield may just be a white version of Jameis Winston.
but he
I think that's
also
a better comparison.
Oh wow.
I'm taking Jameis though. Yep.
Okay. So Nicki Minaj
What?
has been
Oh shit.
I'm getting off the subject. On to the
Yeah,
next
he
one.
Adam,
lost.
who you taking?
No. I'm on. I'm just getting off of what we were talking about. Nicki Minaj has had rumors that she's pregnant, and fans are even congratulating her on Twitter. So she took to Twitter Live and she said, "Guys,
I'm just fat.
basically." But at first
I
she
like
said,
big bellies and I cannot
said,
lie.
"Yes, I'm pregnant. No, I'm not fat." And then she goes, "Hold up, I messed that up. No, I'm not pregnant. Yes, I'm just fat."
Hey, we love all of you
and
still,
she,
Nikki.
And she was proud and happy for her fans because she knew they had her back no matter what. And they just thought she was pregnant. But
we love everybody. Big girls need love too.
ooh.
Sure, more
Nikki,
cushion for the
Nikki,
pushing.
Nikki. So music news, since we're there. You want to speak on the new album that came out?
Oh man, so a couple days ago, July 8th, Brent Faiyaz dropped a cold album. I actually got the chance to listen to it earlier today. Some real cool vibes on there. The album is entitled Wasteland, and it's definitely hitting on the darker side of fame and considers the true piece of wealth. So definitely check that out by Brent Faiyaz. Wasteland, new album, R&B, vibes all day.
So on top of that, Logic, my man, dropped Vinyl Days. It's pretty dope. I think some of the beats were old school, little bit style.
Okay.
But the man, I just like his flow, man. And it's chill listening to, but he's like aggressively chill, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so that's what I like about Logic. So shout out to Logic. Movie world, what do we got?
Movie world.
Oh, Thor.
Thor. I'm hearing a lot of good,
Yeah,
great
me too.
reviews about that. I gotta check. We should go check that out, fellas.
Let's
The
see
Thor
what we can
movies,
do.
those Thor movies always do a good job.
Always.
And
And he got Ford by himself.
the comedy aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like, I like how they make him funny. So,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and I think this one is a little bit more lighthearted, is what it
Yeah.
seems from the commercials. Yeah. Yeah, because he's
Type of
already going to
vibe.
be involved with the Avengers. So what KP was saying, they made it kind of more family friendly with his series, right? Is that with his series, and then when it comes to the like other movies that he's in, that's when he's more serious, but he still brings that comedic relief, just like when they found him and he was fat in a cabin in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke, great actor.
Phenomenal.
I heard his role in Black Phone. We talked about it last week, I think. But
Yeah.
Black Phone, I'm still trying to see it. July 14th is when it comes out, where you can rent it and stream it on certain apps. I will try to find it elsewhere for free.
Yes,
If not,
sir.
I'll pay my
Yes,
$20
sir.
to watch it.
July 22nd, though.
Yes,
July 22nd. My main man, Jordan Peele.
man. There's not
Nope.
a movie. There's not a movie he's made that I
think the title is just so dope of the movie. It's
Right.
called Nope.
it's always one word mostly.
Yeah, it
Like,
is. Us.
Us.
Get
Yeah.
Out was too, but
Right, but like,
I think the next movie probably gonna be like You.
no, it might be.
it's gonna be CJ Westra.
What you got to
It's
say
gonna be-
about that?
It's just gonna be a hand motion. A hand motion, maybe.
Nah, bro.
And then the third one's gonna be like, oh hell no!
But July 22nd, I'm definitely look forward to seeing that, especially with everything that's going on in the world
Yeah.
today. I think this movie kind of has some relationship. with-
What? That aliens rule the world?
Hey, I guess we'll
Nope.
see.
What'd you say? Alabama. Man, hey, it's a different air. I've said this so many times. I get out, and they remember me, and with open arms. I'm the prodigal son that comes back every 4 weeks. And my man KP, it was so good to be with him, and we produced interviews for the Alabama football players that we have for the NILs for Headiest Maximum. Speaking of that, shout out, go check our website out, the Headiest Maximum website, headiestmaximum.com. You can buy merch for players. We have more than Alabama football players. We have some local people, Ayanna Patterson, I do believe Sydney Curry. The list goes on and on and on. And just some people, if I miss some, I'm sorry, but we love all of you guys as athletes if you're listening. We also, for you guys here in Indiana, we have 3 guys that we got to go to Bloomington. So after we did the Alabama football team where they had the backpack connections in the local mall, they pushed around this buggy that they're gonna, or a VW bug that they're gonna fill with backpacks and school supplies for the inner city of Tuscaloosa. I got some interviews with the players, talked about what it was like growing up for them. And if they had to go through that, there was times in my life we didn't have money. We accepted those because there was no way my dad could afford to pay for 4 backpacks, school supplies for 4 kids. And that touches deep to my heart, not only because I went through it sometimes,
Facts,
but
man.
also because I see it every day at the school I work with. So their stories will be out. Hear those stories. But the cool thing is Bloomington, B-Town, IU football is the real deal. Donovan McCauley, Brylan Lanier, and my man, Omar Cooper Jr., the freshie. And this is the thing for you IU fans out there. You've been wanting to know. McCauley came in last year due to injuries, played quarterback, and there's been controversy up in the air what he's going to do. In one of the exclusive interviews I had with him, he's going to be joining his former teammate, Omar Cooper Jr., and they will be receivers. I've seen tape on this man, and I could tell you he might be the next Randy Moss. He just might. Watch out, Big Ten, for those post routes in the end zone.
Are you talking about the freshman or
no,
Donovan?
Donovan.
He's nice at wide receiver?
Oh,
he's like that?
Oh, he's like that.
How tall is he?
6'4".
Oh, so that's Randy Moss height.
Yeah.
And speaking of Randy Moss, man, I seen a picture on social media today. Shout out to my man, D Muhammad. I seen he had a picture with Randy Moss, man. Shout out DeAndre Muhammad, man. He was one of the coldest wide receivers that I played against, but he had a picture with Randy Moss today. So shout out, bro, for that, man. That's major right there. So, the GOAT.
So IU fans, we will be getting a lot of content from IU. We'll probably be going to a lot of games because it's close to home.
Absolutely.
We can make that trip in the weekend. So fear not. We're not just about Bama. We love Bama. Don't get me wrong.
Did you guys know that no fast food company has a legit dollar menu now?
Yeah, because inflation.
I know.
Did you know that 50 cents going by 75 cents now? Thanks a lot, Joe Biden.
No, that's Obama. That's Obama's fault.
Hey.
It's all the motherfuckers' fault.
What would you say to Joe Biden right now?
Man, I got these 2 dogs downstairs, man.
What's up, Ariana Grande?
It's Joe Budden's fault.
Joe Budden.
I got beef with Joe Budden.
Oh, is that how we're getting famous? We're gonna call out other podcasts.
yeah, Joe Budden. What you got for us?
We're gonna be like the game of podcasts. We're just gonna start dissing everybody.
Joe Budden's show's not even good, bro. Like I don't
like
care.
his show.
I think we're better.
No, we are way better, bro.
The content, the flow.
Yes, everything is better.
Bang bang.
He's just famous.
Bang bang. Case of the Mondays in Underdogs gang. Like we all in here.
Yeah, bro.
We all in here.
Joe
Hands
Budden
down.
is just famous, and that's it. So, yeah, big deal.
That's
I look in the camera when I said that.
Shit, we just as famous.
The next day, the motherfucker was dead.
4 hours later.
4 hours later. Is this CJ?
Who wants to know? Like it depends on who's asking.
Hey, you're gonna need. Hey, is this KP? Yeah. Hey, we're gonna find another co-star. What are you talking about?
It's Joe Budden.
Joe Budden put a hit out on Adam Marino.
Good.
He lives at 563 too.
Good. I wish. I don't hope. I wish. I wish he would.
So
I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah.
So WNBA.
Ooh.
Man, that
WNBA.
30-piece getting a triple-double in the All-Star game.
Yes, and she had a good weekend. She also won the skills challenge in the All-Star weekend for the WNBA All-Star weekend was this past weekend. Shout out Sabrina Isa. I cannot pronounce her last name. I'm butchering, so I'm just going to say Miss Sabrina that plays for the New York Liberty.
Right. I feel
Triple-double, 31 points.
A 30-piece and a triple-double. I mean,
13 rebounds.
Triple-double, no assists.
she had over
10
20.
assists.
She had over 20 triple-doubles in college.
26.
Bro, that is
Where'd she play?
Oregon.
that is a big deal.
She has the
That
record.
many? Yeah.
Quack, quack, Mr. Ducksworth. Quack, quack.
She has the record. Yeah, she holds the record for the most triple-doubles.
Hey, well, quack's off to her, okay?
Yeah. Shout out to Oregon, maybe the newest member soon of the Big Ten.
Yes. Well, no, they'll be like third because Notre Dame is. I don't know what. I think it's Cal. That's what we've been told. But I for sure Notre Dame will. They're at plus
But you
151.
know Oregon, because
odds
Oregon
to
has
join.
Nike. Oregon's not going to stick around in
No,
the
but I'm saying to
in
be
the
the
BS,
next.
the
They
BS
will eventually.
Pac-6. What's it going to be? The Pac-6?
No, the Big 12 is trying to absorb the people that are still left.
But
after.
Oregon would rather go to the Big Ten. You know
Facts.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Facts.
come on now. Michigan, Ohio State,
Yeah.
IU, Purdue.
Recruiting
bro.
is Well, look what they just did. They just signed Dante Moore, who was a Notre Dame and Michigan commit, 5-star quarterback. But guess what they did? They offered everybody in his family Nike jobs. How are you going to turn that down?
How can you? You can't.
No.
You cannot.
So this is what we're going to see with the NIL.
Since we're on triple doubles, man.
Yes,
Since we're on triple doubles, y'all know who had the first triple double in women's in the WNBA?
I do not.
I think I may. But
Who you taking?
Cheryl Swoops.
Them comments. Man, shout out to my aunties who put me onto WNBA.
I gotta
Cheryl
say
Swoops
something.
was that girl.
I got to say something. Kelsey said, triple-double is a single game performance by a player who accumulated a double-digit number total in 3 or 5 statistical categories. Take that, Marino. LOL.
Yeah, LOL. Okay,
Hey,
Google.
we love it.
Hey, I love Google too.
Hey, you know what? You can listen to our show, Kelsey, and eventually you'll be good enough to come on.
No, eventually you'll be good enough to just sit in the room and sit over there.
Shout out to our live audience, you know? But yeah, Cheryl Swoops, you know, the first woman.
Wait, was I legit right?
He was right.
Yeah, you were
He was
right.
right.
Yes,
Cheryl
sir.
Swoops. Shout out
Yes,
to comments.
sir.
Cynthia Cooper, all of them on them comments team. That was recorded, actually. She did that July 27th, 1999. 14 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists. So shout out Miss Cheryl Swoops on getting that first triple-double in the WNBA.
Now, also, we just celebrated a few days ago Lisa Leslie's birthday. And never forget when she dropped 101 points in the first half of a high school game.
That's so disrespectful.
She was 37 for 56 from field goal percentage, and she was 27 of 35 from the free throw line.
That's
and
ignorant.
scored 101 points at the half.
That's ignorant, bro.
Awesome.
Half.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the competition needs to be better, and I think one way I said is
100
that
points
maybe
is 100
what if if we're not going to do it the way that the NBA does it, why don't we cut it in half, and then all the talent would go to the teams, and making 16 teams better than 31 teams spread out. That's just an example of the way we could do it. But getting towards the end, we're going to open up with a little bit more personal stuff. I want to be real. I want to be honest with you guys. And right now, I'm proud of myself. I am weaning off of smoking cigarettes, something that I started about 5 years ago. And I've hid it from a lot of people in my life, and I don't want to hide that anymore. I'm working every day now to better myself as a person. And if you smoke cigarettes, you're not a bad person. But I want to be around for grandkids. I want to be around for kids. I want to be around for a wife.
Facts.
I want to be around for my sisters. And it's something that is so dumb. Like, when you think about smoking a cigarette, it is so dumb and yet so enjoyable at the same time. So being vulnerable with you guys, send me encouragement. I would love it. Send me encouragement. For you, those listening that know me personally, that don't know me personally. Today's been a good day. I've had cigarettes today, but just not the normal amount.
Definitely not.
I've been with Adam for the last 4 or 5 hours, and I haven't had one yet. So, yeah.
That's dope. Yep.
Super dope.
And we've talked about this podcast being somewhere we joke around, we talk, we
have fun.
we talk shit, whatever. But at the end of the day, we care about life and we care about each other. But we want to be vulnerable with you guys because we want you guys to personally know us.
Absolutely.
I think that's what's going to set us apart.
And we'll definitely have more segues and segments on some personal level stuff. Tonight was more just so open, having fun, clowning. But like my brother CJ said, we're definitely going to get a little bit more deeper, tell our stories on a deeper level that may not have nothing to do with sports, and just give y'all a little bit more of us, for y'all can actually grow with us and feel like y'all part of our family, and that's what we got this platform for.
Yeah. So thank you everybody listening live. Thank you everybody that's going to subscribe. Please share our content. We would love that. Make sure you go to Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Pod. Either one, I think you can do on either one. YouTube,
Amazon,
In Crowd Network, Well, if you search our name, A Case for the Underdogs, it'll come up. But under our guy, KP and InCrowd Network, that's how we're going to do it right now. We're going to have a sub channel later, but for right now, that's where it's going to go. We're trying to provide the best content for you guys, not just podcast-wise, entertainment. Go follow us, all of us, on TikTok. Follow us anywhere you can pretty much have social media. We'll be on there. If you want, message me for my Snapchat. I'm not just going to put that out on right now on the air. And maybe we'll have a Case for the Underdog Snapchat that we can put content on. So
man, the Case for the Underdogs, everything, just how it sounds and spelled. A Case for the Underdogs. Make sure
Case for the underwear we'll have
some of your hottest underwear.
Shout out to Mark Mohammed again. Hideous Maximum.
All day.
HideousMaximum.com is where you can find all things NIL with us. Merch is sold there. I'm going to start wearing some dope merch for some of our players,
yes,
some
sir.
of our players. And to finish out, we got the Spartanburg Day number 12 jersey.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
boy got an extension.
My boy got that. So, behind me, I have my boy Zion Williamson. He's a dookie. Got that big extension, 5 years, $231 million. Shout out to the young fella getting that paper. Let's just go ahead and play a full season. Let's show the critics what you can do.
Cool.
But congratulations on making your dreams come true, providing for your family, and getting that extension, $231 million. So congratulations on
Awesome.
that.
Well, from CJ Westra, Devin Wright, Adam Marino, A Case for the Underdogs, we're out.
Peace.